Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
I will explain to you the context. So I'm in love. I have been in love with the guy from Morocco for approximately 6 years, and he's living in the countryside, and I'm living in France. So now I'm earning, alhamdulillah, and so I was wondering if it's permissible if I ask his parents, if my dad ask his parents for marriage.
And then you will change. Well, I don't understand your question. What is the relationship between you earning and your dad asking his parents for permission? Yani you want to change shoes and you become the groom and he becomes a bride? I don't understand.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, listen to me, daughter. 6 years is a lot of time. And if he's not man enough to work, to earn, to gain the trust of your father, and to propose to your father, he's not a man. I'm sorry to be blunt, but this is what I do for a living. Counseling sessions, people come to me because they want to hear the truth, not to be sugar-coated and not to be pampered. 6 years in a relationship, Allah is angry with you. Allah is not pleased with what you're doing because you are communicating, you're engaging. Allah knows in what, that I would not go into details. But Allah is not pleased with you. After all these 6 years, he's not earning. And you're the one who's working and mixing with haram men and doing whatever you're doing, Allah knows. I'm not going to go into details. Still, you want to propose to his parents, which they may accept and they may reject you and humiliate you. And when you get married, he sits home playing with his PlayStation 4 while you work and pay the bills and the rent and the food. This is not natural. Unless you have a patch on your eye and a hook hand and a wooden leg, and your name is Blackbeard the pirate. Why would you wait for such a guy who's not a real man? Give me a break. He's not the last man on earth. So have dignity, have karama, and have Islam, and look for what benefits you and gets you closer to Allah. May Allah make things easy. Medina from Germany.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So sometimes I deal with kids in a mosque or something like that, and they sometimes are encouraged to do haram from their parents. For example, I was in the mosque and I played with kids, and the mother wanted them to be quiet, so she got out her phone and wanted them to watch like a TV series. And I didn't know how to react, and like if I should encourage them to not watch it, or I don't know, because obviously they're not my kids, but I didn't want to watch them to watch that. Or, for example, in other cases, I was in with kids that have like non-Muslim parents, and I didn't know like if I should tell them that, for example, saying something wrong is not good for them, or I don't know, because I'm.
As for the first incident where Muslim children may watch haram content in the masjid, you have to tell them that this is haram and this is inappropriate, but in a nice and diplomatic way that children would accept and love, by saying, oh, don't you know, this is the house of Allah, and Allah is angry when we watch such things. So it is not permissible to be watched. At least if you want to watch it, you have to leave the masjid, and you're not allowed to raise the volume. There's music, there's haram things, and Allah is watching us. Maybe that would help. Of course, talking to their parents, to their mother directly is more beneficial at this moment, but if this is not applicable or not possible, then you have to do this with the children. If they listen, alhamdulillah. If they don't, you have done your duty, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. Abdul Aziz from Sri Lanka. Abdul Aziz.
Hello, assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam.
Sheikh, before I ask my question, Sheikh, I saw a video in which you said that you can get a certificate for islamicfiqh.net. So how do I get that, Sheikh?
To do what?
To get a certificate from islamicfiqh.net, where you teach the fiqh classes, Sheikh.
Oh, okay. This, akhi, was done ages ago. I have no idea how long, maybe 5, 6 years ago. So I've lost contact with the brothers over there. But I believe if you try to contact usul.com, and it is one of the highly decorated online platform for da'wah. They have a lot of publications online, soft and hard copies in like 30, 40 languages about everything in Islam. And they have nice editing and nice pictures and nice material. And most of it is authentic and revised by a group of scholars. Very, very nice work that you could benefit from. They were the one who organized the fiqh course that I gave, and they're the one who would do that. But I think they have some sort of exams or something like that, but then they would certify you and give you a certificate. So I suggest that you call them. Ibrahima from Guinea.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allah bless your family and your team.
And you as well.
Yeah, there is an Islamic conference coming that is being organized by a friend of mine who had asked for my help. So I was helping him doing that. It is about the hijab. The problem is at some point he decided to insert a woman like a Qur'an competition. So I told him that no, this is not permissible. Unfortunately, he asked the people of knowledge here, and they all told him that it was permissible, no problem with that. Even one in front of me, actually. So the real problem is now I want to ask, if I help him, but not in the Quran competition, but in everything else, am I sinful for that? Should I just refrain completely 100% as I am trying to do right now?
This is something that is up to your own judgment. You see, Allah Azza wa Jal, when He spoke about gambling and intoxicants in the Qur'an, He said, they ask you about intoxicants, wine, and gambling. Say, there is great deal of sin and some benefits. However, the sins outweigh the benefits. This is a rule in Islam. The pros and cons, whatever weighs, then it takes the ruling. If you believe that this conference is beneficial for the ummah and that there will be a lot of good speakers, good topics, it's all according to Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah and according to the most authentic opinion, and that you evaluate it to be 90% success and 10% for the girls' Quran competition, which is a minus, in this case you can go for it. If it's 50-50, then stay away from it. If it's less, then definitely it's a deviant event you should stay away from, and Allah knows best.